one life, no regrets. Good evening, everyone. Let's take a moment to reflect on one simple truth. You have one life, one precious, extraordinary, unrepeatable life. The question is, are you living it fully, or are you holding back, letting fear, doubt, or routine steal your days? You see, life doesn't come with a pause button. There are no reruns, no do-overs. Every single second you spend wishing, waiting, or worrying is a second you'll never get back. And when you reach the end of this incredible journey, the last thing you want is to look back and say, I wish I had. No, not you. You're here tonight because you know deep down that there's more to your story. You've been called to step up, to rise above, and to live without regrets. But let me tell you something critical. Regret is not born out of failure. Regret is born out of not trying. So what's holding you back? Fear. Good. Fear means you care. It's not the enemy, it's the compass pointing you toward growth. Doubt, even better. Doubt means you're pushing your limits. But don't let these feelings paralyze you. Let them energize you. Because the truth is this, you were made for greatness. You have talents, ideas, and a spark that no one else on this planet possesses. So tonight, I challenge you to step into your power, chase your dreams with unrelenting passion, and embrace life with everything you've got. Stop waiting for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. Stop playing it safe. Growth never happens in the comfort zone. And stop holding yourself back. You are far more capable than you know. Live boldly, love deeply, take risks, fall down, get back up. Because every scar, every mistake, every failure will be the proof that you tried. When you walk off this stage of life, let it be with your head held high, your heart full, and your soul saying, I gave it everything I had. Remember, you have one life, no regrets. Make it count. Own your time. Time is the ultimate currency. You can earn more money, rebuild relationships, or regain health, but you can never create more time. Every second that ticks away is a second you'll never get back. The question is, are you spending it or are you wasting it? Think about your daily routine. Are you letting distractions control you or are you controlling your focus? Too many people wake up, scroll through their phones, and lose hours to things that don't matter. Your time is your life. Treat it with the same reverence you would $1 million investment. Decisions shape destiny. And one of the most important decisions you'll ever make is how you allocate your time. You see, most people are intentional about it. They say yes to things they don't care about, and before they know it, their day is gone. But successful people, they guard their time like a fortress. If you want to own your time, you must first get clear on your priorities. What truly matters to you? What brings you closer to your goals, your vision, and your purpose? If it doesn't align with that, it's not worth your time. But clarity isn't enough. You need action. Planning your day, week, and month isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Don't just let life happen to you. Design it. Create a vision of your ideal day and commit to making it your reality. And here's the thing, owning your time isn't about packing every second with work. It's about balance. It's about making space for the things that matter, your passions, your health, your relationships. Those moments aren't optional, they're essential. Eliminate the distractions that steal your time. Turn off notifications. Say no to what doesn't serve you. Create boundaries that protect your focus. Because every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to what truly matters. Take control of your mornings, win the first hour of your day, and you'll win the day. Use that time to prime yourself for success. Whether it's exercise, meditation, or planning, make it intentional. Don't just stumble into your day, attack it with purpose. And don't forget to reflect. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I spend my time on the things that matter most? If the answer is no, don't beat yourself up. Learn from it. Adjust. Tomorrow is a new chance to own your time. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Even small changes in how you manage your time can create massive results. Compound those changes over weeks, months, and years, and you'll see a life transformed. But here's the secret: owning your time isn't just about productivity, it's about fulfillment. When you're intentional with your time, you create a life that's rich with meaning, purpose, and joy. The people who regret their lives the most aren't the ones who failed. They're the ones who let time slip through their fingers, who spent their days doing what didn't matter. Don't let that be you. This is your moment. Take back your time. Live with urgency, not panic. Be present in every moment and watch how your life begins to change. Face your fears. Fear is the gatekeeper of greatness. Every breakthrough you've ever dreamed of lies on the other side of fear, but here's the challenge: most people run from it. They let fear dictate their decisions, their actions, and ultimately their lives. Fear isn't your enemy, it's a signal. It's your mind's way of saying, pay attention, you're about to grow. When you feel fear, don't shrink back, lean in. Because the truth is, everything you want, success, fulfillment, love, requires you to walk through fear. Think about it, what's the worst that can happen if you try and fail? You fall down, big deal, you can get back up. But if you let fear stop you, you'll never know what you're capable of. And that's a far greater loss than any failure. The first step to facing fear is recognizing it for what it is: a story. Fear is your mind telling you a narrative about what might happen. But here's the thing, most of those stories are lies. They're based on assumptions, not facts. Challenge the narrative. Ask yourself, is this fear protecting me or is it holding me back? Often you'll find it's the latter. Once you see through the illusion, fear loses its power over you. But recognition isn't enough. You need action. The only way to conquer fear is to do the thing you're afraid of. Action breaks the cycle of overthinking and replaces it with momentum. Start small. If the big leap feels overwhelming, take one small step. Build confidence through action. Each step you take reinforces the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. And don't let the fear of judgment stop you. Most people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they are. They're too busy worrying about their own lives. So stop holding yourself back because of what others might think. Here's the truth: courage isn't the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Every time you face your fear, you build strength, resilience, and self-belief. Fear will always be there. It's part of being human. But the difference between those who live fully and those who don't is how they respond to it. When you look back on your life, you won't regret the times you failed. You'll regret the times you let fear stop you from trying. Embrace fear as a companion on your journey, not an obstacle. Let it guide you toward the places where you have the most room to grow. And remember, on the other side of fear is freedom. Freedom to be your true self, to live fully, and to achieve your wildest dreams. Act now. Procrastination is the thief of dreams. Too often, we fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or more confidence. But let me tell you something, there is no perfect moment. The stars will never align, and life will never present you with the ideal conditions to start. You have to decide. Success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who act. It's not about having all the answers or a flawless plan. It's about taking the first step and figuring it out as you go. You see, the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't as wide as you think. It's just one decision, one action away. But the longer you wait, the wider the gap feels. Time magnifies hesitation, and hesitation creates regret. Action is what separates dreamers from doers. Dreamers sit on the sidelines talking about what they'll do someday. Doers are in the arena, messy and imperfect, but making progress. And guess what? Progress is what creates momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. Don't let fear of failure hold you back. Failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Each misstep teaches you something valuable, something you couldn't learn by standing still. The real failure is doing nothing. Stop telling yourself you need more time to prepare. You don't need more preparation, you need courage. Preparation feels safe, but it can become a trap. The best way to prepare is to start. Action is the ultimate teacher. And don't confuse busyness with productivity. It's easy to fill your days with tasks that don't move the needle. Focus on what matters most. What's the one thing you can do today that will bring you closer to your goal? Do that. Here's the secret: when you act, clarity follows. Action reveals the path forward. It's like driving at night. You can only see as far as your headlights, but if you keep moving, the road unfolds in front of you. And don't underestimate the power of small actions. You don't need to leap, you just need to take a step. Small steps taken consistently create massive results over time. Stop waiting for permission. You don't need it. You don't need someone to validate your dreams or tell you it's okay to start. The only permission you need is from yourself. Acting now doesn't mean acting recklessly. It means acting decisively. Trust your instincts, trust your preparation, and trust yourself. You have everything you need within you to begin. When you start, you send a powerful message to yourself and the universe: I'm serious about my life. I'm ready for success. And the universe responds to those who take action. You've got this moment right here, right now. What are you going to do with it? Will you let it slip away, or will you seize it and turn it into something extraordinary? Take the leap, make the call, write the first page. Whatever it is, do it now, because every day you wait is a day you can never get back. Embrace failure. Let me be clear about something: failure is not the opposite of success. It's a prerequisite. Every successful person you've ever admired has failed. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. What sets them apart is how they responded. Failure isn't fatal and it's not permanent. It's feedback. It's life's way of saying, not this way. Try again. When you embrace failure, you unlock the lessons hidden within it. And those lessons are the building blocks of your ultimate success. Too many people are paralyzed by the fear of failing. They're so afraid of making a mistake that they don't take the first step. But here's the thing: the only real failure is inaction. If you're not failing, you're not trying. Think back to when you were a child. How did you learn to walk? Did you get it right the first time? Of course not. You fell again and again. But you didn't give up. You kept trying until you mastered it. That's the power of embracing failure. Failure builds resilience. Every time you fall and get back up, you become stronger. You prove to yourself that you can handle setbacks, that you're capable of overcoming obstacles. Resilience is a muscle, and failure is how you train it. Failure also builds creativity. When one path doesn't work, you're forced to find another. It pushes you to think outside the box, to innovate, to adapt. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history were born out of failure. And let's not forget, failure builds character. It humbles you. It reminds you that you're human, that growth is a process. It's in those moments of struggle that you discover who you really are. When you embrace failure, you shift your perspective. You stop seeing it as something to avoid and start seeing it as an opportunity. Each failure brings you closer to your goal. It's like chiseling away at a block of stone. Every strike, even the ones that miss, shapes the masterpiece within. Relationships require effort. They don't thrive on autopilot. You have to invest time, energy, and intention into building and maintaining them. Don't wait for someone else to reach out. Be the one to make the call, send the message, or plan the get-together. Your challenges are part of your legacy too. How you rise after a fall, how you persevere through adversity, and how you turn pain into purpose are some of the most powerful lessons you can leave behind.